Let's get cracking.
Let's go, y'all. Come on. Let's go.
It's much easier.
We have a full house tonight, y'all. Oh my God, I love it.
Welcome everybody.
Yes.
Don't forget your mic over there, young man.
Yeah, please. Step together. Y'all come on in to the room. Come on into the room. Mel, come on, Chris. Yes.
We got a damn crooner in the house.
Jesus is my doctor, and yeah, that's
Y'all ain't ready. I can't sing. I would finish it
Georgia
for
Man's
you,
Choir.
but I can't sing.
at Georgia Man's Choir. That's
Just
right.
don't say by the lighthouse.
Georgia and Mississippi.
Okay.
Right. Don't let
Mel, you look kind of cool with the mic, man.
She do. I told you, man.
Yeah.
I've been practicing all week.
All right. Walk with me, Jesus.
Now see, it ain't
You better
me.
hold my hand.
KT, that baby. You see that ain't me.
Been practicing.
I don't even know how to.
Always.
ask
All
that.
right.
We just gonna leave that way it is.
Now you know you can hold it in the middle, right?
No,
Don't do it.
no. Hold it on the shaft. That way to stay stiff.
Y'all ready?
So we have
we ain't
another
gonna
show like
never
that.
start.
You know what?
And again, I can't say wee.
No, we don't want you.
I told
Or
you,
can you
I'm all
say
for
wet
it, bro.
balloons?
After I watched it a few times, I'm like, man, that's acceptable to the motherfucker.
Wee is acceptable.
Well, I explained.
Under five.
Watch the show again, and we kind of got into that. We explained why wee is
y'all
perfectly
did?
acceptable.
Open
Wee
this up
wee.
with explaining us about the wee. I mean, please.
like
Well, that man said it. Talk
Okay,
on
go
it.
ahead, break it down.
You call it wee?
Yeah, because I wanted to be I didn't want us to get banned.
Oh,
Oh no.
Just remember, because you said
I call it petunia for her.
you wasn't gonna say what did you say, cookie or something. You said
I didn't want to say the P word.
You didn't want to say
and
the
I'm gonna try
P
to
word.
tone it down a little bit. I I was cussing my ass.
I think
off.
we were all,
But it was.
Oh, it was
y'all
live.
were.
It was flowed.
It
great.
flowed.
I
Okay.
did.
The
I
wet balloon,
enjoyed it.
the wet balloon was serious. No,
Yeah.
I meant that shit. And I
really
said
did.
shit.
I know.
He said it more than
We
once.
felt it all in your
What kind of
spirit.
debauchery and decadence is going on?
It was very,
Okay,
it was
so
very
it's-
debaucherous and decadent
And decadent.
and decadency?
last week.
Yeah.
All
On
right,
the video that just dropped, if y'all watching on live,
Yes.
we have a new video out. It's the climax. I know some of y'all watched it, but
Oh,
if you didn't,
skeet,
go
skeet,
check it
skeet.
out.
Yes, on our YouTube channel, the social media.
My God.
Oh, the Social Drinkers
Bless her
Podcast.
And she had been doing
Get her
so
some
well
water.
too.
I'm sorry.
Get her some water.
There was
So
an
well.
accident. Okay. Hey, y'all. Welcome to the Social Drinkers Podcast. I'm Sean.
Oh, Mac Art the Clutch, KT, Sound Boy, all that. Yeah, wet balloon boy.
I'm Mel. And see how easy that was?
I'm Sean P.
Because you got the mic.
And we have our special guest.
Yeah, Dr. Jackson, Mongo Slide.
Oh my God. That's
Mongo
live.
Slade.
I ain't gonna lie, I love
Yeah,
Mongo
that's-
Slide.
Okay.
For real. He was my
Welcome.
boyfriend from the 70s.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Welcome, Dr. Jackson. We're so happy to have you here
I
today.
appreciate it.
Y'all,
Glad to be here.
we have a character for y'all today. When I tell y'all gonna enjoy this show,
Better hold on.
because
Enjoy the ride.
Chris Jackson, I ain't gonna even say your whole name,
don't.
is off the chain. So today's topic will be double standards. And we're gonna open it up. We just gonna get right
Now,
into it. Oh,
but-
well, go ahead.
Can we do our thug
Oh,
thizzle before we get?
absolutely.
Okay. I
Forgive
didn't-
me.
All right. So, to the good doctor.
To the good time.
Hold on.
Oh,
I didn't get a cup
water.
earlier. Put my hand. There we go.
To the head.
yeah.
To the head. Ooh.
So now
Stimulating.
that, okay. So now that we've had our traditional and standard shot, we're gonna just get into this double standard topic. Y'all,
I like that segue.
do you?
Yeah, it was all right.
I'm getting better. So y'all, we're gonna just talk about why is it illegal for a woman to sell her body on the street, but we have women that does
Now-
porn and get paid for it.
Now,
I mean,
not to break it up, but you kind of dove right into the question. What are we talking about today?
double standards.
And so, do you think there's a double standard between male and female? That there's something outrageous that we expect from y'all that is not perfectly reasonable?
Oh hell yeah.
Okay,
We have
let's talk.
various
Let's speak
topics.
on it. Let's go.
You know, various topics. So, do you want to go specifically in women versus men? Or
No,
would you like-
no. Just
We can keep it going where we're going?
yeah. This your show.
Okay.
We
So
don't
I
get
need-
fined.
Whatever. That's Ike. Okay.
Don't do that, man.
So seriously, why is it illegal for women to sell their body on the street, but they get paid for porn? Like, how does that work?
Well, whoever paying them in front of a camera in a private setting, it's a little different.
Why?
Same way the homeless man can't panhandle.
So if it's a woman's body and she chooses to sell her body,
A
why
man-
does she
a-
have to have
hey,
issues?
a man can't sell his wee-wee neither.
Oh, are we gonna use that word again?
I like that.
We're gonna use that
He's
word
really
again.
happy with
You know what?
that
Let's
word.
make that a recurring thing.
Oh God.
To the wee wee.
No, only you men said that.
Well, I
All
mean-
this testosterone.
I mean, but no, a guy can't sell nothing. A woman can't neither. But why it's illegal? I think we gotta like change it a bit. Like,
Okay.
it's another way of getting easy money. I know where we going with this. What's the site?
OnlyFans.
That. I think that's more what we.
Had OnlyFans shut down, there'd have been a problem around here. $40 would not be an issue. Listen,
Yeah, you gonna tell the $40?
yeah, we'll get to that.
Story.
We'll get
Yeah.
to that another point.
Yeah,
Then one of the problem that it is that you have to remember this is a capitalistic country. They can't make money off of that. That's why they can't really legalize weed unless they control it. If you can control it, then you know what you can get off of it, et cetera, et cetera.
you could tax.
So,
So
right.
that's what I was about to
Because
say.
in Las
you can
Vegas,
tax it.
I can go to Bunny Ranch and do it all I want to,
Yeah.
make my selections and all of that, because they get, all of that stuff was monetized.
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily a double standard. I mean, I get it for how the verbiage is, but why would any woman want to have an issue about trying to hustle her box? I mean, you do that anyway.
Wait, so enlighten us on we do that anyway.
Oh, can I jump in?
I mean, please, by all means.
So it's not as overt than saying, "Hey, come right off and give me a specific amount of money and I'll give it to you." So what you end up doing, you end up going. It's this thing that came out a little while back called dates. If you get hungry, you have women now that I just learned this. They're called foodies, not foodies. Yeah, a foodie call.
I heard
That's the
there's
first.
something else about loving you or something that she'll just do all of this.
Yeah, so it's like she.
It's an app.
No.
No,
So a
this
foodie
is what-
call
it's a
is
new
basically
thing
Don't
now.
have a Becky moment. Don't do that.
I'm just
Okay.
asking if
So-
was that an
I've
app?
never heard
Shit,
it before.
It's brand new to me.
Yeah,
So
it's called a foodie,
what I understand it to be is like this: if chick, she has her little roster on her phone, and if she feel like I want to go out and have a nice dinner, there's somebody that'll take me to have a nice dinner. Because at that moment, that's what I want.
Yeah, KT's a Chili's guy. He's a Whole Fooder. He's a Gibson's. Oh, that's who will take me to Fogo's right there.
Steak 48.
Yeah.
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 Wow, this is some new shit.
So, but men can't really do that. So, if there's a double standard, that works against one of them, I think it's acceptable for a woman to receive something for her time and possibly her body. In that aspect, men, for the most part, really don't enjoy that luxury. Now, don't get me
Never
wrong.
had that enjoyment.
There are man-women
Gigolos.
relationships where the women will, just to spend time with that dude, take him out and
Yeah.
feed him, buy him some Jordans like these.
Yeah. you put
Like
them
this.
damn
No, I'm
shoes
just
on that
joking.
table one more time. We love your shoes. They're so handsome.
Thank you. But there
Handsome.
are women out there that will pay to enjoy a man's company, but for the most part, that's
Severe
a
minority.
woman thing that.
But they do have the men that have the apps are part of being a gigolo.
But that's severe minority.
But it's back to
Severe minority.
You
that's
cannot
severe.
equate that as to what women do as far as men do. I can get 100 men and 100 women, and all of us can be 19. All of you 19-year-olds can get to the VIP booth, can get on the boat and everything else and never said a word. I got to have all my stuff together just to get your attention.
That's true.
That I agree with that.
And the thing is, you in there with a bunch of niggas that's just like you. So even the stuff that would normally work, it's not going to necessarily put a dent in it. We have to up our are gained. So there's also a constant competition for men to get a woman's attention.
Hustling the
And
box.
once you get it,
They're-
there's a price because I like to pride myself on not being a simp. However,
yeah.
if you're going out to eat, I'm not finna just take you, anywhere. You ain't gonna
Going
be
somewhere you never been before.
Yeah, so
Right.
it's like, especially if
Your time.
And we're not finna order, and all of a sudden it's time to go. You want to order something else and box it up and take it home for the kids.
I've
We
had
not
that happen.
doing that?
No, we're not doing that.
So that's acceptable.
No. I've never agreed. I just wanted to
wanted
to
to know.
line. Like,
Okay,
The
okay.
thing
Yeah,
is,
you to elaborate
if I
on it
ask
more.
you,
Yeah.
if I ask you, one thing that I always have a serious issue with. You call me and you say, "I'm hungry. Let's go out," and I say, "Okay." We go out. Now, you pick the place and all the rest of that stuff, but now all of a sudden I got to pull.
she should pay.
Yeah, you asked me on that, but see,
Yeah.
I agree with
but
that.
see, here's where it goes wrong.
Okay.
We're around the same age. We always think from where we are. We don't think from where the masses are because we're the exceptions. We think differently. We have to think by how they are. You can plan the date, do all of that, and then all of a sudden when it's over with, you want me to pay. Well, wait a minute. I didn't have to come out. I wasn't even hungry. I got a salad.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And I got to pay for your steak.
I chose Olive Garden for a reason because I
Yeah.
can get the soup and salad for $6.95
Yeah.
and drink and eat all night.
Yeah.
You know?
That's true.
Hey, y'all, we need y'all to chime in. We need some. I see y'all out there watching. Come on in, y'all. And good evening, Tamra, cousin. We need y'all to come on in, give these comments. And the topic is double standards. What do you think a double standard is? And do you agree with the conversation that we're having that is an actual double standard?
What happened?
I got quite a few double standards that happen, but
Okay.
most of our issues that we have right now is the dating phase. I was in a relationship with a woman who was lesbian 20 years, and
Damn.
Like a stud lesbian.
yeah,
or-
she actually was she was the stud in the relationship.
okay.
And we happened to just meet from phone conversation. She happened to work for Sprint at the time. And I called in, we were talking, and when I finished my business, she ended up calling me back. And we just started talking. And she told me who she was, and everything was fine. We dealt with each other. And so people would always ask me, how do you have an issue with two men, but you don't have an issue with two women? I said, well, gay men are not the same as gay women because a man touch a man, you can't come back from that. A woman touch a woman, she can come back from that.
Why do you think that is?
Well, if a woman told me that she could deal with, if she was messing with a woman for 20 years and now she's interested in me, I'm okay with that. I can't tell you I like penis 20 years and all of a sudden I want to holler at you and you okay with that.
Yeah, because they're probably not going
And
to believe you.
every female is like, you got a good point there, you know. So today's issue is, the double standards that go on dealing with politics or anything that's going on. I mean, Asians had one issue. They changed the laws the next night. They had one fight down somewhere. One shootout, one hurt, somebody killed, and we've been getting killed wholesale for hundreds of years. We can't even get in the courthouse. You know, so it's always some reason. There would never be. It turns off into being into the relationship aspect of it. So I say all the time that many of the problems that women have with relationships is that they keep confusing men with males and males with men. See, it's a whole room full of males.
Big
You got to
difference.
find out who the men are. So if someone walked in here and they robbed us and they had all this stuff on, you couldn't give a description. Well, that's the problem. You don't know what a description of a man is. So you put all these different nouns on, oh, well, a true man or a real man or a real man. No, don't keep moving the goalposts. If your father was raggedy, then you don't know what you're looking for. Because now you're out here like a bird's nest on the ground. You're just looking for anything, whatever's going to be happy for you. So now you got city girls, get that head, get that bread, and leave, and you moving with that. So now it turns into, how you doing? My name's Keisha. Take me shopping. What? Really?
Yeah.
That gets you pushed out the car now. But so now when I say that, hey, how you doing? I'm Chris. What that mouth do?
Well, damn.
You want to say something wrong with me?
You're narcissistic you're toxic.
I always do the same thing.
Real quick, y'all know I'm enjoying myself already.
Oh man, we already know.
Okay, brother, go ahead.
Okay.
I told
The
you.
good doctor.
But the only thing that's pissing me off is I wanted Chris to talk about things that I wouldn't agree with. Then I could argue with your ass.
Oh, so
but
you
you're
agree with this?
actually talking about stuff that I agree with at this moment because I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
you're
but
going to say
that's the-
something I
We're
don't
just
agree
10
with.
minutes in, baby.
But that's the
Just give it
point
time.
of it, though, right? It's like, okay, well, I was ready to disagree with this dude, but
Yeah.
He got a point.
You got a valid point. So I got to be nice for now. Okay.
Truth is truth. A lot of times we just don't like how it make us feel.
Yeah.
But it's ugly out here. You have, you talking about the standards. You want me to be 6 feet, in shape, making good money, meat to my knees, face dangerous, car nice,
Right
house
poetry.
right, credit score 795,
Yeah.
no babies. Well, that's the top 1% in the country.
Yeah.
And so
that's
now
hard.
you sitting here, your cat been free, your coochie been friendly since 8th grade, and now all of a sudden you want me to choose you when it's somebody graduating every 90 days out of TSU that I can choose that don't have to go through all that, don't want all that drama, and now you want to figure out what's the problem, So why is it I need to do all of that? So what are we doing? People don't like being honest in the door. What do you want? Tell me why you made all these horrible decisions.
Yeah.
Your draws mismatch, your kids mismatch. Tell me what the
Draw.
problem is.
Wait. So in order, we got to reel it back. She has to have matching underwear and bra.
No,
Of
you
course.
missing.
Not at all.
He said euphemism.
you said
I got what you're
your
saying.
draws mixed match
I understand.
and your kids mixed.
I know. I understand. I totally understand. But I was more interested.
That's like a
in
rap
Yeah,
battle.
because we
That
really,
was cute.
We really don't give a damn if your draws.
I know.
We know you
Cat's
don't.
holding, right?
Just to be clear,
Is that red? Is it
Wait, Mel. You say we know he don't.
We don't care.
He don't give a damn.
Hey, son, that was like a battle rap.
It was.
Right there.
Yeah.
With himself.
I know.
Nobody else battling but
I was
him.
like,
He dropped. You want to drop the mic?
No.
Okay. Sean might jump.
man.
You see how he looking?
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it for the camera at all. I talk like this all the time.
you know how? Okay, that'll work. It's just like,
it better be okay, I caught
Yeah,
it.
But so we can segue into our next question. Like,
well, hold on for a
seriously.
second because Mel, you haven't said anything about.
I mean, because he ain't been lying. He ain't said nothing
Walk with her,
wrong.
Jesus. Walk with her, Jesus.
That's why I was
look,
going to
you
ask
know
this
it.
next question that segues into what
Okay,
he was
okay,
talking
let's get it, let's get it.
Now y'all can, because I'm ready to hear what the hell y'all got to say. So why is it that when a woman sleep around, she a hoe? Or when y'all sleep around,
Oh, I can help you with that easily.
the man.
But go
y'all
ahead.
just a goddamn
Okay.
man.
So I want to let
Okay.
him cook. So I'm going to say, first of all, a line that I don't necessarily subscribe to. I just think it's slick that somebody said it. A key that can open every lock is a master key. A lock that can be unlocked by any key is broken.
Shitty lock.
So I think with with men, and if you just look at it from a biological perspective, people are like, oh, he's full of shit. But I don't care. We're here to procreate. Y'all know how I am about me feeling like men aren't built to be monogamous. It's just in nature, we're out here to procreate. We can make babies until the day we die. It doesn't matter. Women are on a time scale. Yeah, so we need to do this and this by this date. So the fact that double standard exists is just confirmation that that's universal. That's just how it is, and it's whether or not you can accept that that's what it is. If a woman is in a relationship with a man, especially if he makes, we talked about this before it started, if he makes it clear that this is not, I don't want to be locked down with one person. No matter how honest you are, a woman is going to revert to, okay, where are we? we need to be a little bit more, not a little bit more, we need to be exclusive. She's going to try to make it into what she wants it to be. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I think it's just the way that men and women are wired. We're just different. I personally don't want to share my woman with somebody. There's something repulsive about sleeping with a woman that was with somebody relatively recent. Now, of course, people will say, well, you do it all the time. You just don't know. Well, I don't know. You're exactly, but if that man knows, that's not something.
What makes you think a woman
Come
want
on.
to share her man or a man that she's with?
I literally just said
any other woman. We're territorial too.
You want honest answers, or you want me to?
I mean, no, give it to me straight, no chaser.
I mean, you're exactly right in the particular mindset of being monogamous and one. That's what's always been bred and spread through the New Testament. See, Old Testament always talks about. Oh my God,
there we go.
Old Testament always talks about poly and having more than one. Different walks of life. You would want to kill me if I told you I was teaching your all 5 of your 7, 8-year-old daughters Kama Sutra of how to please a man. But they do that in India. They teach they teach their daughters that.
Dance.
It's cultural.
Right, it's cultural. A lot of things that we do now are not even of our nature.
Right.
We live off of the Europeans' mindset, and this is why a lot of things go wrong in what we're doing. So there were times, when we were younger, Daddy had a family here and he had a family down the street, and with no problems with the money going on. You would rather fend for yourself, knowing the courts are behind you to give you half of my money, to just be out here and you just got friendly cat and choosing who you want to deal with versus staying with me being the point guard. See, you play the whole game. You play all 48 minutes. Somebody else come in off the bench.
I mean, why wouldn't you want to play all 48 minutes? I don't want no free wee-wee.
Right, but I got that.
It's not
but
free.
See, the same way you don't wear the same panties all day, every day.
True.
It's some men that don't want the same cat. And I'm gonna tell you who told me that. Your boy told me that.
No, he said cat.
I heard what he said.
Okay,
I heard it.
Sax man that plays the sax for Bruce Springsteen.
I know
He told me I was we were walking into the hotel, and he said, tell me how any man would want to wake up every day to the same woman when he could wake up to a different woman every day. Now, I understand both sides of it. We've come to a position now where we don't know if people are serious about what their intentions are or not. Yeah. Do you want to sponsor, or you want to be somebody's rib? You've been making horrible decisions a long time. Now I gotta pay brand new prices for a car that's been used. You think you got some 19-year-old cat because you got some vagioplasty, and I'm supposed to be believing all that. I got to deal with your baby daddies and all this other stuff. So I would rather deal with less headache, because the older you get. See, I said it with humor when I said, it's a graduating class coming out every 90 days. But see, the reason why men do certain things, as far as with younger women, it has nothing to do with who you are. It's just thing ain't gripping like it used to be.
But
So
what
that's
if it is gripping like you say? You just greedy. You just
Okay,
love.
but the thing is, there's
Women.
But I always take care of you. See, we forget, we miss all the nuggets in the movie that had Denzel and Viola in it. What was it? Fences. Mm-hmm. We missed all the nuggets when he was talking about what was going on, how the other woman made her feel.
Yeah.
You really ain't mad I went and got some cat. You mad that I either upgraded or downgraded.
Yeah.
Because if I was knocking off Janet and I'm getting that paper, you like, well, make sure she ain't cold. Put a coat on when you walk in the house. You see, it's always a double standard by how the response is. The point you made about how is it that a woman could sleep around, and like you said, about the key in the lock, a woman's value is shown in her chastity. Mm-hmm. I don't want to know that half of Houston been riding in your loins.
Oh yeah.
you know. But see, you're attracted to the
Tipping
man.
on foes in your drawers.
Yeah. See, you attracted to the man who has a heavy reputation.
I'm not.
Because, well,
Who's
see,
attracted
no,
to
no,
that?
y'all are the exception.
I'm not.
You speaking from you all.
I'm not
If I
at
walk,
all.
if I walk up and I get up out that Phantom and I'm sitting at any function and I got carte blanche going in anywhere, I say you prime example. Y'all not attracted to that, but it's a whole lot of y'all still want to eat Idris Elba's booty up. You still want to eat LL up. You still want to eat all of these different entertainers. But see, remember, you thinking from you. We talking about the masses who sit next to you.
Well, that's true.
Your
Yeah,
whole
I
crew,
got you.
because you got a set of girls that if a dude come call up on stage and say, "Hey, come on up stage," you will unclasp my hand, go up there and say, "I'm just dancing." No, but he got his meat laying
So
on your chin,
kind of like
Not the chin on
Like-
stage.
like Janet Jackson do when she
Like
do all that
Janet,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah, Janet be climbing all
because
on
you know they have
Yeah, they did.
they have the Kiki Palmer and his.
Oh, yeah,
and
that's a whole other
her,
issue.
That
man.
was she was out totally out of line.
She
Okay,
was.
so which part is it? The dressing or the way she was fawning over Usher?
Well, the dressing first, because see, I told her we had this conversation earlier, and I told the woman, "Don't never put your man in danger. Don't never put me in danger. I don't care who it is.
Be prepared for
Let's
the reaction.
Let's just say I'm sitting down there. Okay, I'm the trainer. I'm looking good. You chose me. Now, I don't care how you feel about Steve. Steve tried to put her with a man of substance, with a future. She didn't want that. Kiki's always had that mouth since she was little. Kiki is no different than any other female, cute, with a mouth that got on the camera. Now, you had a baby. You used to be slender. Now everybody like, "Oh, damn, Kiki. Oh, you done got thick." So now she putting on outfits. You have on a pair of panties, a sheer shirt, and some heels. Some after-hour stuff at the house. But now you on stage. Usher, a known STD carrier, gonna call you, and you hugged all up with him, and I'm sitting down there looking goofy. Like I'm supposed to just accept it.
Was
So why-
he there or was he at home?
So he wasn't there.
He was.
No, he was there because he got on the microphone. He got on the bullhorn and said,
her boyfriend was
Yeah,
there at the
he's
concert.
supposed to got on the bullhorn and said, "My wife, I told my woman about this, that, and other," and everybody's talking about, "Well, they ain't married." That's where my problem is.
thought he was at home.
You shouldn't have to have a
Yeah, he
ring on for
wasn't
you to
there.
respect
No,
what's
He
happening.
was there.
Yeah,
Home or not, but even if he wasn't,
she should have absolutely walked
if
with respect.
he's not at home. Very few females walk with modesty and chastity because relevance is a hell of a drug. Everybody wants to.
Would you technically say few females? Because I care to
What I mean,
disagree.
what I'm saying, when I say few, I'm saying few. Y'all are 13-1 basically in ratio. When I say few, I'm talking about if 8 of you want long walks in the park, and I'm talking about all of the wholesomeness.
Yeah.
There's 5 of you that will give me some in the parking lot and go home and won't care.
And let me dive in here real quick.
Okay.
And I don't think I've ever ran into a woman where I have the exact same conversation and they literally say, "Yeah, I'll be doing that." It's always that they're the exception. But where are all these women that actually do this stuff?
We should have them on the show.
Well, you're not going to find them, but they will comment in the comment section. So now around this whole thing, it's she ain't got no ring on. She can do what she wants. She's single till she.
And that's
Yeah.
a double
till she
standard
gets-
of
That's a
itself.
double standard. So now you
But
move.
you want me walking with blinders when I see a female.
Yeah.
But I've heard men say the same thing.
What?
We're not married, so technically,
No, I
can
mean
go do what I wanna do.
Mel, I have never in my life heard a man say, because we know the difference. We know if you with a woman and you're not supposed to be messing around. You might hear a guy say that he's doing something, but I have never heard a man say, "Oh, well, we ain't married. I can do what I want." That's not real. That's something that people say in the comments section, and they did that
Clicks.
to try to justify what she did. I don't have an issue with none of that shit simply because they're famous, and I think they live by a different standard to begin with.
They do.
Many
But
men.
if we're just dating and you get ready to leave the house and what she had on, ring or not, you're not leaving the house like that. Or if you do,
So therefore, he cares more.
Y'all
so
done.
he should
But
have
see,
stopped
done.
it
But see, he
before
can't-
that
But
walked
see,
out
you
of the
can't.
house.
I'm not going to sit up here and argue with
But
you.
you didn't respect me
about,
because your income level is higher than mine.
So it's a consequence to it.
Your
Hey
income.
man, well you can have it.
That's like Ja Morant. I'm your daddy. I'm your daddy, and I'm finna talk in my library voice to you because you the one footing the bill.
Yeah.
See, when you respect, I will never compromise any principle of truth for the sake of a friendship.
That's true, but I have a problem with that.
You have a problem with what part?
I'm not gonna talk to you all low and in a library voice just because you make more money than me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
not gonna
you
happen.
might.
Not
But
gonna
that,
happen.
but
Not
that's
gonna
the
happen.
but that's
Not
the
gonna
normal. See, when I
Not
what,
gonna happen.
what
Remember, we talking about exceptions.
here's
And once again, y'all, not conveniently, but anything that we bring up that's kind of halfway sideways or whatever, you can be like, not me. And men do it too.
Yeah.
But in this context,
'Cause I'm
it's
gonna
like,
do it.
not me.
Because
well, I'm not like that.
I'm proof.
I'm not like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
let's deal with the with the norm with the normalcy of it. I heard all the time they talked about Keke Palmer. They talk about the issue with Shirley Strawberry, and I've had issues with her for years. You giving relationship advice, but your bed is cold. Now you got into now you got with a so people feel like, well, you don't have to be married to talk about keeping a husband, this, that, and other. Well, you got to be a wife when I meet you. We don't work on that once we get together.
Exactly.
It says a man that finds a wife. When you start dipping out of your nature and what's going on, you start innovating. And when you start innovating, you're doing what you want to do. That's why LGBT got all these extra letters on the back of their name. Because everybody wants to fit off in that envelope now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, come on now. It used to be, well, hell, anybody like Cat, all right with me too. So that was all that it was. But now it's something totally different now.
Attention.
That's what
Look
it is.
at
They
me.
have way more rights
Look,
than we
I'm
have.
not like
Loving
that
saying
one.
cat, bro.
Yeah.
Y'all got on me about saying cat.
But it was maybe how you said it.
Well, I changed that. I call it Petunia.
No, you got on. I thought
Petunia,
it was
Hot
cookie.
Pocket.
I
Was
didn't
the
say
word?
Hot Pocket for JJ.
He said Hot Pocket.
Yeah, he said it.
know,
But I don't think we jumped on you. What did we say? Or what did I say? Because you
It's
probably
on
worked for
YouTube.
me.
It's on YouTube.
It's on- I gotta
go back and look.
I have
Just
an
get third
issue
ward and say
with you
cooch.
calling it cat.
I said that to you.
Well, y'all jumped on him for saying wee wee. That was the whole thing because I
But
would
we
say
different
You
from
thought
cat.
wee wee was just about for a little boy.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
She
why-
just said
But-
wee wee.
Mule? Would you
Said it
prefer
just-
mule? Or maybe somebody lying, they ain't really got that?
That's what Kevin said. That's exactly what he said. I read the-
Ding-a-ling.
Swank.
Yeah.
You said nigga.
Swank.
And
Penis.
the crazy part about it is
Penile.
Cat triggered a whole conversation about what we call our privates. But
thought
we made the
wee-wee
point
did
that in a certain circumstance,
wee-wee did
it's
do it.
kind of cute to call it that. It's not like you're being, you know what I'm saying,
Derogatory.
or seductive.
Seductive. Okay.
You just,
Well, kidding.
but under what context is a man going
might.
to call
I call
it a
That's
cat?
seductive.
I call it
Wee wee.
petunia, or little
give me
flowers.
some
I call it a
petunia.
petunia.
I
yeah,
got you.
it's got that
Give
little
me some
tulip.
petunia. Well, I get wet
now
off
some
of
of
somebody
now,
saying-
now hold on
It
now.
depends on how you say it.
Some of them is just some of them look like straight roast beef. You know,
Arby's.
yeah. Some of
They
them look
got
like
the
roast
meats.
beef. Look like gyro meat. You know, some gyro meat. So
But some of these guys
Subway.
are walking around here with ticklers.
yeah.
Come on,
Little
man.
vine-
You better bring it. Come
little
on,
vine
man.
sausage.
You better tell him.
Well, this what you do.
Y'all
Shit.
walking
This what you
around
do.
here talking about these roast
When you want to
beef
find out
and
what he
chocolate.
working with,
I thought it was a
when you want to find out what he working with, take him to the clinic. When they give you that bag of condoms, when he hold all them red ones, you know he got that. You know he got that little Daryl.
You don't get the magnum.
When he get
Magnum.
when he get them brown lifestyles, when he get them brown lifestyles, you know he holding.
And if
Teacher,
if
doctor, I got a question.
Yes,
Hold on,
ma'am.
real quick. If a man got a tickler, he was born that way. If a woman got a goddamn Arby's roast beef sandwich,
She
just
done wore
because
that
she
shit out.
got worn out.
Yeah,
She was
yeah.
completely
She
different.
been getting
Her
knocked
body
down
count
since she
real
was 12.
high.
Boxed out.
But
Yeah,
wait, I
get
got a
it.
question.
Mike Tyson punch
Going
out.
hard in
Does
the
the
paint.
free clinic give magnums?
No, they give out the brown lifestyles are the XL.
Okay, so come on, walk us. So
I did
if
not
you got
know they
the
were
little,
color-coded.
that's what I'm.
Yeah.
That's Chris. Come on, that's why I'm like enlighten
Red
us on
is
how it works.
red is the thimble.
Thimble.
Red is the thimble.
That's-
Yellow is a little bigger. Blue is a little bigger. Brown is the biggest.
Had no idea.
Yeah.
Wow. Did y'all learn something? Because I
I was
didn't.
like, man, why did they keep giving me all
Okay.
these brown colors?
But see, old XLs used to be in a black and white pack.
Okay.
Now everything is gold. So you can get a gold XL box and then a regular gold box, then you putting it on, you wondering why it keeps sliding off. Talking about,
Why she
ooh, you
breathe.
tight. No, you're not tight. You just, everybody fit an XL, it just don't have no snug to it.
I got you.
You go to the
So If you ask him, you ask a man, so you ever seen the barcode? You ever seen the barcode on the bottom of your condom? And he say no, then you know he's short.
Mel, he giving tips.
He is giving
People, he
tips.
giving tips. for those who need
That's
to
why
know.
it'd be funny when I hear a man say, "Yeah, boy, I was balls deep." I said, "Do you know balls deep mean you little?
Yeah, if you can get all of it in there.
If you ain't tilting at you, then you ain't got no length on you, boy."
Nothing.
Sean is loving this. I'm
I
gonna do you
cannot
like
help.
you did me. Why do you just? I see so much pleasure over there.
So the reason why I am
told you.
more often than not out, I'm not say outclassed, but it's like I'm in here with me. For a while, it was 3 women, and it's just like
He was
okay.
getting beat up, Chris.
Fending for yourself.
I was handling it, but the thing
He was
is,
getting beat up,
they
Chris.
black.
He hooking.
So they once they, especially if they once they link they one of the triplet powers and shit, they
You get their Voltron on.
oh man, it was hard. But what it is though, more than anything, is there's a lot of stuff that you've said tonight that I've already said, and so sometimes I leave it like, damn man, am I a misogynist? Is there something fucking wrong with me? No, there's nothing wrong with me. I'm just the only person that can say it.
Or
So-
that wants to say it.
But see, misogyny. What does misogyny mean?
To me,
It's only definite because if you say it to you, that's emotional. What's informational?
A misogynist is someone who, I guess, it's the gender form of white supremacy. I feel like because you're a woman that you're less than me. I need to dominate you. All that whole
Making them beneath you.
making them beneath me. So I'm not a misogynist. Also, I don't think me and a woman are equal. There's a woman and there's a man. They're 2 completely different things, and you have to learn how to marry those 2 things together.
We aren't equal, but you have to know how to explain that. It's presentation.
But you have to be willing to listen to it.
A lot of people are not coachable.
So
See,
if I'm telling you what it is you don't understand, and when I get halfway through it, it's yeah, but da-da-da, like, but
they understand it, but everything you said before that didn't mean nothing when they say but. Now, Sean, you like to be held, don't you?
I do.
oh my God,
Mel, you like to be held?
Yes, I do.
Little lightweight booty rub, all that. Y'all like to be held, right?
Absolutely.
Every woman loves to be held except accountable.
Ooh,
So-
he set y'all up.
So
Because I be held
the thing is,
You enjoying this shit too much.
Way
I'm just gonna
too
stop
damn
and
much.
just tell you that.
Because you are giggling
Way too much. Like a high school girl over
Yeah.
there. I'm gonna need you to.
But the thing is,
This
though,
is not a
man,
musical.
cook.
This is not a musical show.
Tony Satcheries.
when
Sprinkle. Ain't that what old girls say? I'm sorry, go ahead.
you said a minute ago that it's, what was the first thing you said before we got to that?
What we're
The butt.
About the change in the butt. It's the accountability part. Women know that the situation is right. It's like you had your first child at 15, 16 because you got tired of being told what to do. So you said that you were an adult. Well, you grown when you did. You grow every day. But you thought that you were an adult. You were not an adult. You're an adult when you can take on your own responsibilities. My mother told me, if you're not wearing diapers, don't bring nothing by here that wears them. She said, I did my job. I'm done with you. If you can't take responsibility and take care of your own children, don't bring them here. I never forgot that. So then that turns into a problem. Me having some standards and some character, that turned into a problem. You over 40 and you ain't got no kids? Something wrong. That's a red flag.
You gay.
That's the new thing. And I've always been able to prove I wasn't gay.
Right.
You know, if you ain't going to suck it, just hold it in your mouth till the swelling go down. We can fix that. You know, we're not finna do that.
Jesus.
So don't start coming with all these different narratives because it doesn't fit what you want it to be. There's no such thing as, there's no problem with men and women. The problem is you didn't see them growing up. You don't even like PDAs. You think I work here when I hold the door for you when you walk in the door. No, hey, excuse me. Say thank you.
Yes.
I'm sitting up here cleaning the Board of Health. You just gonna walk in like I work here? I don't want nothing from you.
She expects that.
Yeah. And so there's the entitlement part of it. You know, well, it should happen. This is why it's a cat out on social media named London that does these shorts about he's with the vet or the Lambo and he's trying to holler and the girl starts telling me, well, I think we should just go to the mall and you get a bag.
It's funny.
Wait a minute. How do we get from Hi, my name's Sean. Let's go eat. Where we going? Well, let's go to the Galleria. Well, everything in the Galleria is $5 for a bottle of water. No, we're not finna do. Why do I need to pay you for your time?
Because they have a vagina.
Right, but see, here's the thing. I got good meat too, and so if you got
Pay
good
me
cat,
for that.
I be saying that.
see, if
it's
you
an
got
equal.
so
it's
now,
an equal.
but here's the thing. I got
podcast gonna be
I
full
got
of
good
me doing
meat.
this.
I got exceptional head, and I'm giving you more than one orgasm to my good one. Then I got to nod off, and I got to pay you too. Those numbers don't add up.
Here's my W-2 for the meat.
Yeah, so
Really?
what is
W-2.
it? So now, here's the thing. If we have an fair exchange, ain't no robbery. You got good cat, I got good meat, and
Even
you still
swap,
want to
no
have
swindle.
all these issues and stuff going on. Well, look here, I tell you what, I'm gonna take this meat and I'm gonna go on and go about my business. You try to figure out if you can find the same thing somewhere else. That's what happens when women when they get that friendly cat, because you think when you start getting your swerve on, that every man can make you feel like this. It's not the same. Then when you get up in your 40s and early 50s, you have to release. So that's why you want you a little young Thundercat to get in there and push your wall back, because you want somebody to knock it down.
Yes,
Sean.
yes, Sean.
So
Raise your hand like you was in school.
Boy.
For real.
let me tell you.
I was like, what happened?
But okay, so what about the woman who does everything for the man? When she works just like he works, she has the dinner done. When he gets home, ready to shower him, bathe him, give him his massage for the day. And then don't mind giving it up at night. And it's good giving it up.
So what he
And that
doing?
motherfucker still ain't happy.
He ain't
Like,
happy.
that sounds like how is it that it's different where men can go out and do their thing, but if he's not excited or happy, why can't she go out and get her thing?
You doing everything under the sun.
Yeah.
You doing everything under the sun,
Absolutely.
and he's not happy, and he's
When I
not.
say he's not happy, he's not satisfied.
He's not satisfied.
Let's use that word.
with your behavior or the sex.
No, he wants more.
He wants more.
Yeah.
Okay. So now this is what happens all the time. How is it that your phone, the system upgrade can come on, the light come on now? You heard him click that button. Boop.
Yep.
Your check engine light can come on. You're going to take it straight to Pep Boys. Your check engine light come on in a relationship. You want to tell your girlfriend before you tell your man.
Well, who says you didn't tell your man?
I got that. But
Okay.
see, if I tell you something, Sean, I want to show you the world. I'm finna take you everywhere. Nigga, you ain't even got a passport. You can't even get out of Houston. How you gonna show me the world? You can't get up the south side of Houston. How you gonna show me all these things? A lot of women, they allow men to lip box a whole lot of stuff and not show them. My mother used to tell me, "I love you." I said, "Mom, I know you love me." She said, "But I want you to hear it." But the reverse of that is every time I'm telling you something, you don't require a man to show you. So now it's a problem. It's like only hoes answer horns. So when I honk the horn, why you turn around? Why you turn around? You know, you turn around. Oh, how does that happen? I can't even come and meet your family. I just gonna pull up. Yeah, I'm outside. Really? You better come get this door.
That's right. That's not even
Men
acceptable.
have always been simple, and I've said this for years.
Yeah.
Men have always been simple. Tell him what you want, and if you don't see it, that's your goof ass fault. Because you don't want to. You keep wanting to stay
But
there.
some be trying to call me goofy. That ain't what I
She's saying
said.
that she's doing
You know,
everything
when
that
you're-
he actually
Thank you.
asked for.
And he also didn't
But
call
he's
her
not.
goofy.
But
No,
I know, I'm
see,
being
no,
funny. That's just
yeah,
me
yeah,
giving
yeah,
Chris a hard
okay.
time.
Okay.
Yeah.
you're enabling a man to continue doing something that you won't require.
Raggedy behavior.
How do you keep asking me to do something that I can't show you?
Yeah.
See, it's my job to get it. I'm gonna get the relationship. I'm coming at you.
That's right.
You maintain it. Now he ain't doing the same thing. Okay, unplug.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, I don't want to unplug because my kid, fuck them kids. You better unplug.
Okay,
You better
I agree.
unplug. Well, the kids will figure out something else.
I agree.
But we don't want to do that. You want to try to figure out, you finding a reason to leave. Now when it's time to leave, you find a reason not to leave. Well, I'm going to give him another chance. No, he already showed you. What Maya Angelou say?
Yeah.
He already showed you who he was. Believe him.
Believe him.
But you don't want to do that. Because why? Oh, he just that meat. No, this pretty eyes. And all this, the old
People
stuff.
are just comfortable.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
true too.
You're
People are just
comfortable, and I say that all the
Great
time.
point.
You're comfortable
Great
in your situation.
Yeah.
You don't want to change up.